Oh,
You like flavored water?
I'll fuck with it.
Some of the flavored waters always get what? Hold on, what kind of gin?
Oh my god!
What kind of
What's
gin?
up?
What kind of gin is that?
Come on, some little amps diesel.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just something just cheap.
okay, yeah, nah, I feel it. My dad always told me like, yo, if you're gonna drink, don't get the cheap stuff because it's gonna hurt in the end.
It is.
I end up buying the cheapest gin. I don't even know. It was like called Billy Beauregard. I'm like, yo, this is $7, man. The whole point is to get drunk. Everything tastes like Kaborf, so I might as well just get some juice and get the Billy Beauregard. I drank that, dog. I woke up the next day. My stomach was like, yeah. I'm like, never again, bro.
See, Amsterdam has never done me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's what. I mean, this was like back. This was like the Cushion OJ era, Wiz Khalifa era. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, no, for sure.
That was a solid time. Amsterdam was always. It's always been, but that was just one of those real quick. I need something real fast type of bottles.
Like, yo, you know what? We're gonna get into our liquor history as far as like the base. But anyway,
right,
I mean, let's introduce the podcast, man. This is Oh My Charles, the podcast, and I am
Geese. Come on.
Oh yes, this is Oh My Charles the podcast, and me, I am.
Hawk.
Yeah. What episode is this?
yeah, bro. You already knew I was going there. I'm not really good with this as far as the memory. I want to say 65 because I said 64 and 64.
65.
Did I say that last
Yeah,
time?
yeah. 65, man.
Do y'all know? You gonna speak back? Didn't they do that type of stuff on Blue's
Say
Clues?
something, goddammit.
Didn't they do that on Blue's Clues? Damn! Where's my socks? Yeah!
There's like a mouse that hits the corner of a bottle. Like, what are we drinking on? You're like,
But now the only reason I got this tequila is because, well, you already know. You know what I'm saying? Every week there's an epiphany with me as far as my weight. But now I really been kicking it up this time. Like, bro, I started it with like low carbs, no sugar, you know what I'm saying, and obvious stuff. No fast food, no chocolate, no chips, no nothing. And I haven't ate any of that for, it's been going on, 28 days. So I've been trying to run. I actually lost 20 pounds, yo. So
fuck yeah.
That goes to show, like, if you really cut all the stuff out that you're not supposed to eat, it'll work for you. I mean, yeah, you gotta do a little bit of exercise, but even if you don't exercise and you cut that stuff out, you know what I'm saying? And I know y'all thinking like, well, you got juice and pop. Like, this is water. I found a little hack, you know what I'm saying, as far as like, you already know I get crazy with the juice cravings, you know what I'm saying? What? So what I do is get flavored water, and then I get flavored water drink powder.
Wait, so you doubled down on the flavor?
Yes.
That's crazy.
But they're both 0 calories. So it's like, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But so somebody told me like, yo, you still drinking those Mios? That aftertaste is disgusting. Ah! So I was just like, okay. It was like, go to Target, get you the Market Pantry powder. And I was just like, what? It's fire, yo. Like, I'm telling you, if you get a grape flavored water, pour a little bit of Market Pantry dust in your bottle, shake it up, Kool-Aid. I'm telling you, it is delicious, bro. So, I mean, I've been curving my sugar cravings of juice with the flavored water. I've been running through 32 packs and everything, but I've just been kicking it up with the exercises. I've been actually running. I've been trying to find weird cardio circuits to do, and I've been getting my ass kicked. But
predictable.
I mean,
it's working.
Yeah, it's working. And
it's working.
I knew it was working when I walked into my boy's crib last week, and it was like, oh, look at you, Slim Geese. Ah!
Predictable.
And I'm like, thank you, But sometimes I can't tell because it doesn't matter what I do. When my friends know that I do something or done something, everybody's just on my meat. Just, you know what I mean? Whether it's negative or positive, they just like to, you know what I mean, go crazy. But, so what's up with you, man? What's been going on?
Nothing.
Nothing much.
Nothing. It's kind of funny because you hit your epiphany and you started getting it, doing what you need to do to get right. Me, I fell.
But
I fell.
What?
Hard I fell.
No, this is
I ain't gonna stunt. Last week when we were supposed to do the podcast and the computer just said, "Nah, y'all ain't doing shit." When you came in here, I had my little Chipotle bowl full of bull crap, no rice. You know what I'm saying? I saw you had a McDonald's bag.
That brown satchel.
And you know me, I don't judge. You know what I'm saying? Niggas gonna eat what they want to eat. What? But when I looked over and I saw you, I'm like, oh, this is what we doing? You just eating burgers. And I'm like, that ain't keto friendly.
It's not keto friendly.
But I wasn't gonna be like, hey. Like, you're a grown ass man. You're gonna do whatever you want to do. But I did want
put that shit down.
I did want to inquire. I'm like,
oh no. I mean, I took a break around this time of the year. Like I would say, like the end of June to like mid July.
mm-hmm.
It's always like a just so much food fun. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, Devin's birthday and all the holidays and stuff, and it's just like I didn't want to. It started on Father's Day. I didn't want to miss out on the potential meals that were going to be made for me.
Oh yeah,
100.
And I didn't. I didn't miss. You know what I mean? But I told myself after Devin's birthday, which, you know, was the 2nd of July, I was like, I'm gonna just get back right.
right.
And that's where I'm at now. So, I mean, I'm back. You can feel it.
What you mean?
I don't know, man. I every time I do this, I just come to the realization that sugar is really bad for you, man.
No, it's horrible.
It's really fucking bad. Like the bloated feeling, you chill, like, you know, you have like a 1-level apartment here, but like my house, like if I'm chilling on the couch downstairs watching the big screen,
yeah,
I'm like, damn, I gotta pee. Gotta run upstairs to go pee. But then when I get up there to pee, I'll be like, oh goddamn! Like this whole area starts vibrating and hurting. I'm like, oh shit, this is heart attack range. I'm like, damn, dog. I just ran up the steps to pee, and I feel like this. Never felt like this. This happens every time I break keto. So I know for a fact that this shit is unhealthy. I know for a fact that my body is like, it's gotten so accustomed to not dealing with that level of strain that it can't do it no more. You know what I mean? And I just feel bloated all the time. And this is like, I'll eat one time a day. And then all day I feel like I ate a buffet. You know what I mean? And it's just bad. So I know, yeah, I'm just fucking, after fucking Sunday, I'm gonna do this fucking fast, get right back on it. And actually I'm going to try to do, because lately I've been doing a lot of fucking, not dirty keto, but I just been kind of like slipping. Like I might like take a bite of a watermelon. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? What? Just because it's like, it's in the fridge and the girls are like, you know what I mean? Or I might take a slice of pineapple. Like, I shouldn't be doing that, but it's there and I need it. I needs it.
Okay, so the fruits, I didn't know that the certain fruit was breaking keto though. Yeah. Because it got sugar in it?
Yeah.
Okay,
exactly,
yeah. And a lot of people don't understand that too, because they'd be like, you got to eat your fruits and vegetables. I'm like, yeah, you can have some, but you go insane on fruit and everything else. It's like, there's sugar in that fruit.
Fuck yeah. Oh yeah, carb is a carb. It doesn't. Your body don't care what the fuck gave it. What? It's gonna use it however it uses it.
Right.
So I mean, that's just been me. Yeah, I mean, just getting fat, eating snacks, and that's that. And I'm gonna be back on it though. I mean, I see your progress. You did that little. You do your little fucking. But yeah, these niggas know these little bald head videos. Like, you you touch it every fucking. Party.
It's because I can't.
Predictable.
I can't.
Arms.
I can't.
Oh, this shirt fit a little. This is a.
I can't get up. That's not
extra medium. Oh, I can fit this. Look, I was like, eat a dick, nigga.
No,
get out the camera.
No, when I made that video, it's for, I don't know which one you're speaking of, because you're right, I do make a lot.
Predictable.
But when I made the one last week when I was wearing a black shirt, that was fully intentional. That was not no excuse. or nothing. That was fully to show off. Well, shit, look at me. That's exactly what that was.
Predictable.
So you mean
100.
It worked. It inspired me. I was like, oh fuck. And there was a time maybe almost 3 years ago where I was lighter than you, man.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to know how good I felt? I felt so good. Not because I was beating y'all niggas, but because I was not the fat one anymore. You know what I mean?
No, I feel that.
It was a milestone for me, like, yo, because for as long as I can remember, I've always been one of the bigger friends. You know what I mean? Where it's like there might be one, you know what I mean? There might be like one or two ahead of me, but I was always in the big camp. So for me to like finally hit the skinny slider, because if you think about it, it's kind of like a grading scale. It's just like a bunch of fucking graphs, and it's like one's like, you know, skinny friend and kind of skinny friend, and you know what I mean? I was always on the dark red side. You know what I mean? Once I hit that yellow green, I was like, oh, I'm not fucking fat no more.
Nah.
Yes. He's like, nigga, you weigh less than me. I said,
No,
what?
I know.
I did it.
I know exactly what you mean because I would say around maybe 2013. That's when I started, like maybe 2012. That's when I started gaining muscle. So I would like compare myself to the people, even though we were 4 years out of high school. I would compare myself to the people that was like seen as bulky. So when I would see them in the gym, I'm like, oh, what's up, man? I ain't see you in a minute. Like, I'm looking at the fourth wall like, I'm bigger than this nigga. Like, that would make me feel good. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm finally in that category. But
I feel good, man.
But now I'm like, nah, I got to sacrifice some of my muscle to get my stomach down. Because that's my main goal. Everybody, like, I might talk about abs and joke. I don't give a flying kabootops about abs, bro. I don't. I do not care about abs. I just want my stomach to be flat. So, you know what I mean? You see more of the meat when, whatever, man. What? But the whole point is, I just want to lose my stomach. And I'm trying to be more mature about things. Like, obviously, it's immature when somebody tries to help you or try to tell you something and you get an attitude. First of all, the person that's trying to help you does not know that you know all of the information that they're trying to give you. But me, I have an issue with that sometimes. I get mad when people try to tell me about things that I already know about. I think that's a natural human reaction, but me, sometimes I kind of take it overboard because I feel like you should know that I already know this. And that's an arrogant and immature way to think. So I try to change that. I'm more conscious of that. But it's like if you try to tell me about Street Fighter or you try to tell me about working out arms, I'd be like, shut up. I know this already. Like, are you stupid? Do you not know who I am? Like, you know what I'm saying? It would be like me trying to tell you something about Sean Price. And it's like, who are you talking to? You know what I'm saying?
That shit just happened to me not even a couple days ago. So I'm talking with a friend, and she obviously she's accoladed in the workout field. She's achieved like the why are you still here type of shit. You know what I mean? She's already beyond that. And I'm telling her about my keto experience. You know what I mean? I think I'm a keto god. I've mastered the art. You know what I mean? I feel like I have. So
no, before you even get started, you lost 100 pounds. So you're in the master class. You're in supreme. What do we got on Dragon Ball Z? We got the Kais. We got the Kings and the Priests, and then you got Whis, whatever him and Beerus are. You're at that level. Like nobody could tell you anything. But
right. So I'm talking to her about keto, my transformation and shit, and then she's already God tier. She's God tier like physical lifting Olympia type shit. She tried to akin that to my keto knowledge. So she was like just gaming me up like, well, you need to do this, you need to add this in your diet. I'm like, well, no, that's not how keto works. Like, I mean, it's all like just a complete elimination of carbs. Like there is no cheat. She's talking about cheat days and shit. I'm like, yo, no, there's no such thing as a cheat day. The idea is you want to be in the state of ketosis. And if you have a cheat day, you're out of it.
100.
And you have to do certain things to get back into it, which becomes a time consuming thing. You basically just nullify the whole shit. I'm trying to explain this to her. But because she got her results the way she got them, she felt as though like what she was saying was God. It was the gospel. And I'm just sitting there, And I'm stewing in my anger. Like, if you don't shut the fuck up, I know what the fuck I'm doing. Look at this picture. You see this picture? I was fat. I was like Jared's Subway fat. Look at me now. I did this. Not with your fucking knowledge and your fucking workouts and shit like this. I did this playing Animal Crossing and drinking fucking water and eating sunflower seeds, chewing up the deliciousness and spitting it out. That's how I did it. Fuck you. Whatever. Mm-hmm. That's whatever. That's all I'm about to say. I don't want to say that shit, man. Whatever. I'm sorry, but fuck, nigga. I know what the fuck I'm doing. Don't tell me what to do. Shit.
Yeah, I the funny thing about the journey, right? So everybody that knows me closely knows that I'm really not a cook. I don't like to cook. I hate cooking, bro. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So as far as like when I do cook, I keep it as simple as possible. You know what I'm saying? As far as me taking on the eating lifestyle and habits that I've been taking on, it's like pretty much I'll try to eat eggs, vegetables, chicken breast, chicken thigh, and steak, whatever. I'll stay away from pretty much everything else that I didn't name. You know what I'm saying? So when I post these meals, I understand that they are not presented to best. I do not post meals in the sense of I'm about to serve this to somebody. I'm about to sit down and eat it. Everything that I post, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it just gets viewed as so insane. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm looking at the plate. I'm like, this is not that crazy. Like, I posted an omelet. It had mushrooms, it had onions, it had eggs, and I had bacon. And then I had tomatoes. And then I had strawberries and blueberries. And all of a sudden I get a message from my friend and he's like, wow, you're crazy as hell. And I'm like, what's crazy about this? He said that plate is just wild. I'm like, how is it wild? I have eggs, bacon, and fruit on the plate. What are you talking about?
That's what the commercials show all the time. Like,
bro,
it's part of a balanced diet,
what?
Balanced breakfast.
I'm like, I don't know what the fuck this guy be talking about, bro. Like, this is my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I really don't understand. So everything I post as far as a meal is just crazy as shit to him. And I'm like, look, I try to be conscious of what I'm saying in the response because it's like, I'm really not that mad because I'm not a cook and I don't claim to be one. But when you're critiquing my plate and it's normal, I'm like, what's going on, man? It's not that crazy. And then people will screenshot it and put it in the group chat. Look at Geese, this is nuts. And I'm like, it's really not, yo. Like, what's crazy? If it looks crazy as far as how it was prepared, like, oh, you cooked that burger wrong, you cooked that steak wrong, I'll take that. But as far as what it actually is, I'm like, what? But sometimes my meals do get crazy because I'll fuck around and have a sandwich, ice cream, and a watermelon. I don't give a fuck. Like, I've been like that. What? But for the most part, I feel like my meals be regular. I'll have chicken, a vegetable, and then all of a sudden it's like, what the fuck is this? Everybody's going crazy. I'm like, all right, man.
I'm not going to front. My shit look crazy today.
Now, what you eat?
So I got off of work kind of early today, and I was like, I really need to get some sleep before this podcast because, niggas be tired. You know what I mean? And somehow, by the grace of God, you extended it just like a good 5 hours. I was like, oh man, that's exactly what I needed.
I'll explain why too.
Oh man, it was great. So I was able to get that big rest. But before I went to sleep, I went home and I was like, man, I went to open my fridge. And this is all these leftovers and stuff. I'm like, let me get a Rice Krispie treat. A little Rice Krispie treat.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, there's a honey bun in a little snack drawer that I hid from the girls. I grabbed the honey bun. What? And I had this Domino's pizza, you know what I mean? I grabbed a couple slices of those right there, threw it on the plate. And I was like, wait, there's those little ice cream cups from Devin's birthday still in the freezer. I grabbed the little ice cream cup, you know what I mean? And I grabbed a bowl of Tricks.
What? No, this is not.
Yo. No.
Nigga, it was a balanced diet.
You did not eat pizza and cereal, bro.
Pizza and cereal, bro.
That is insane. No, I take that back. Okay, so I definitely do that. I don't know why.
I did it. I'm not no shame, nigga.
When I would eat everything I wanted to eat, I would top it off as my treat. My treat is cereal. I'm like, you know what? I just had fried chicken, spaghetti. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I need some cereal to wash it down.
What? Well, that's not how I was thinking. I was just like, when I went in the fridge, like when I went to hold just the kitchen area,
right?
I was just looking at all the stuff that I wanted. I was like, I want some of that, and it was like, I gotta get a bowl of the Trix.
See, and
I got to
see, and I respect that though, because you knew what you wanted, right? Mm-hmm. So now last week I had a meal that was kind of wild, I guess, and it looked crazy, but it was really not that wild to me. But whatever, it is what it is. So I took a picture of it. I took a video of it, I think, and I put it on Instagram, and then, of course, you know what I'm saying, everybody goes to the group chat, somebody screenshot it, look at Geese, he's wilding again. And one of my closest friends says, he said, man, I really got to teach y'all, how to make some healthy meals. And I'm like, I took that as disrespect because it's like, look, I'm not saying that I am the king chef, but it's like, we are adults. Anybody with a brain can Google a meal or a healthy meal and just put it together. Mm. Everybody knows brown rice, salmon, fish, chicken breasts, broccoli, vegetables. Like everybody, like, come on, what are we talking about?
Yeah, there's nothing.
So when I post a meal or whatever, it's not because I'm so flustered I don't know what to eat. Mm-hmm. I'm eating it because I want to eat it.
Yeah.
Even when I was eating bad, when I would get a sandwich, spaghetti, chicken, like, it's because I wanted to eat it, not because I was like, man, damn, I'm out of options. Like, bro, the internet is here. Like, everyone can do their research.
Oh, yeah.
So I had tomatoes. I like tomatoes. I will cut up tomatoes and just eat them. So I guess that was foreign to one of my friends. He's like, this is crazy, man. He's like, just meal prep. I'm like, bro, I know that I have that option. I wasn't just born. If I want to meal prep, I'll meal prep, bro. Like, I'm not eating this because I didn't meal prep. I'm eating this because I want to eat it. So on the plate, I had cucumbers, I had tomatoes, and then I had the string cheese. Mm-hmm. And he's like, this plate is so crazy. And I'm like, is it so crazy because you've never seen it plated? Or
it's like a caprese salad.
It's like
with cucumbers.
He was like, yeah, and he said, bro, just add lettuce or something. And I'm like, if I wanted a salad, that's what I would have had. I wanted the cucumbers. I wanted tomatoes. It's like, yeah, and I ate a cheese stick. Like, why is this so? I really be getting so mad. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't know, whatever. The whole point is, eat what you want to eat, as far as if you know where it's going to get you in the results. And you know what I mean? Like, everything is not about presentation. Like, if you really want to just eat celery all day, but you also want a cheese stick, do that. Do that. That's why I'm like, yo, all right, I'm going to stop taking pictures of my meals because y'all bitch ass niggas keep fucking dick eating. Like, this is ridiculous.
What? I only have the
just
beef.
Meal prep.
My
like,
only beef
prep,
is
nigga.
just the way you make steak. That's the only beef I got with you. Everything else is like, nigga, you can do whatever you want, man. It's just the way you make steak. It just makes me mad. I don't know why it upsets me.
How? I air fry.
It just.
I air fry.
All right, man. Okay.
I mean, you can cook it in the skillet. You can do whatever you want.
That's fine. Look, like I said, there's a million different avenues to get the results that you want from your food. Period. You could fucking. Nigga, if it's hot enough, you can put that steak on the top of your car and get the same result. You know what I mean? Just do it. Just get there how you need to get there. That's all I'm saying. Fuck it. Just fuck it.
But speaking on why I extended those 5 hours, man, let's take a trip back to about 12 hours ago. So my cousin moved back to Pittsburgh. I'm not going to say which cousin it is because he's so weird when it comes to like his privacy. Like, he wants to be secretive. The crazy thing is my mom told me she saw him weeks ago and she was like, yeah, did you know he moved back? I was like, no. I said, I've been talking to him. He's been texting me and everything, but I didn't know he moved back. She was like, I was like, are you sure that he moved back? Because sometimes he comes home on the weekends. She's like, no, he said he was back for good. I'm like,
predictable.
I'm like, this weird ass nigga didn't even tell me, but he just always just wants to move in silence. He takes that phrase too, you know what I mean?
Super literal, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, bro. So I started telling by the text messages, I'm like, this nigga is definitely here. But whatever, that's beside the point. So this week he asked me to help him move. And I was just like, shit. Like, you already know how it is when somebody says, you just got to pick up a whole bunch of big, heavy shit. You got to maneuver shit. And it's like, I lift weights, so I don't have no problem lifting heavy stuff. It's about how you have to maneuver these things in the fucking doors. How far you have to carry the, it's just annoying, whatever.
Predictable.
My bad to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Just what I really hate about moving, this is what I hate about moving, is that when niggas move, if you're like the bigger friend, it don't matter if you're like, okay, like you could be just big just by being fat. Like you're just a fat, big person. That doesn't mean that you're strong. You're just a fat, big person. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? But people equate bigness to fucking being able to fucking just lift things.
100%.
And so when I was a younger me, I've always been a husky guy, you know what I mean? But I wasn't always like super strong, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know, I spent a lot of my time skateboarding. Like I didn't have a lot of arm strength. My legs were fucking crazy. But it was like, you know what I mean? I see a bigger guy and it's like, yo, let's ask Hawk if he could help. And it's like, all right, cool, I'll help because I love y'all, but
Predictable.
hey, come on, man. So they would like fucking, they always did this shit. Even my family, like my sisters, my mom, like, yo, hit Josh up. And it's like, I'll help. I love y'all. Of course I'm going to help. But make sure y'all have other niggas there too. Because I'm strong, but I'm not trying to be putting a refrigerator on my back. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's
I
what
don't want to be
expect.
fucking like soloing a washing machine. That's crazy. I've done it. I've done this. And they don't give a fuck because I'm big. It's just like, oh, he's big, he's strong. It's like, yeah, I got it, but goddamn. Like, it's hour 4, and you said I was only going to be here for 20 minutes.
Yeah, bro. Oh,
100.
I hate that shit.
and that is exactly
I'm never helping anyone move
what
again.
the crazy thing is, right? So my ex, this is a different story. My ex knew maybe 2 months, 3 months. I want to say a damn near 5 months ahead of time that she knew when her lease was up and when she was moving. And I've been over there a few times and I looked and see how much things she had. And I said, so when are you going to start packing? Just giving me the runaround. I'm just like, yo, you're an adult. I'm not going to keep badgering you about this. You know what you do. You know what you need to do, whatever. So time comes up and she was supposed to be out. I don't know. Maybe it was like June 29th. She didn't end up getting all of her things out until like July 3rd, whatever. But I'm just like, how did you know that much time ahead? And whatever. That's beside the point. I hate helping people move. I asked her 480 times, you know, do you need help? Do you want me to blah, blah, blah? And then it was just like an attitude like, yo, do you want me to help or not? Like, what do you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't even want to do this. That's why I didn't want to ask you because I know it doesn't matter. You knew that it needed to be done. I'm here to help you. Do you want the help? But whatever. I guess she must have had one of her secret niggas helping her. I don't give a damn, but it was just like
This nigga, man.
Shit was stupid, man. But so my cousin asked me to help, and he says, "Yo, July 8th, I need your help." Blah blah blah, and I'm like, okay. I didn't realize July 8th was this week, and I'm like, damn. When I looked at my phone on the 6th, I'm like, July 8th, it's Friday. I'm like, damn it, man. So I'm like, all right. Now, this is the thing. This is everybody. Do not ask me to do shit when I'm getting off work. Just don't. I don't care what it is. I don't care if you say, yo, we got a chance to win $1 million. All I need you to do is drive to my house and touch my nose. No, I don't. I work overnight. I do not want to do any. I want to go home and go to sleep. But whatever. I'm like, all right, you need to help. You need to help. I'm going to help you. So he said, this is only going to take 45 minutes. He said, it's just 2 couches and that's all.
Man.
I was like,
Lies.
okay.
Lies.
Predictable.
He lied.
He did. Yo, worship him. I was pissed though. So I'm like, I wasn't even that pissed because I was happy to see my cousin. So I'm like, what's up, man? We laughing, we talking, we making the stupid jokes that we make. You know what I'm saying? And as we're moving stuff, I just kept looking at the fourth wall because I'm like, yo, what's going on? Like, we're loading all this stuff into the U-Haul. And I'm like, bro, this is way past 45 minutes. We get to a spot and it's the weirdest spot area as far as moving. It made no sense. We had to go around back to his house to get into a door to load the furniture in. And I'm like, yo, this makes no sense. So I left work at 9. I didn't get done until 4:30. And I got home at 5. My eyes were burning. But I don't feel like anybody takes that into consideration because it's like when you wake up in the morning, you're not thinking about, oh, he's been up all night because you're just getting up. So that's why I had to extend it, man. I'm still tired, honestly, but I got a little bit of rest.
No, I definitely got some rest too. But shit, I had the same situation, man. Goddamn, had the same situation happen to me, where it's like, someone ever ask you to like help with a move, and this move, like they ask you so far out, it's like you answer, yeah, I got you for sure. I got you. Yeah, I'll be there. You know what I mean? And they ask you, you say yes. It's so far from the date, you're not even worried because it's
not at all.
I don't give a fuck.
It's not your.
Yeah.
It's really not your. Yeah, it's not yours. So
yeah, I don't mind. So it's out of my mind now. And then I get a text at work. I'm at work, and it's like I get to work. I forget what it was. I don't know if it was a Thursday or Friday, but whatever day it was one of those days where it's like I'm going to be here for a while. Get the text. It's like 9 a.m. and it's like, hey, you said you would help. Today's the day. And I checked my fucking little calendar joint and I was like, oh, fuck.
Predictable.
Today's the day. No, the night prior, I was up, just doing stuff.
yeah,
I was doing stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. Do you fill it in? I was doing stuff. I mean, whatever you think I was doing, just say I was doing that.
all right.
I was doing stuff all night. All night.
All night.
You know what I mean? All night. So like when I went to work off of the energy of an all-nighter.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then when I found that I already fucking submitted my application to help, you know what I mean? And I couldn't take it out. It was over. So I had to go. It wasn't that bad. I was just moving things. And shout out to you. You know what I mean? And don't take this in any fucking offense. I'm pretty sure she wouldn't. But I had to, because they're family, whatever. I had to move these items from a storage unit to another storage unit. But it was like one of those, like, when they tell you something that's going to be easy. Like, hey, man, we just need you to move this piece over here and this piece over here. When I get there,
Predictable.
all the work they said they did, they didn't do.
Bro.
It was like, we had to do it. So we had to like recalibrate this whole storage area. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Once we got done with that, it turned into me doing it. Once I got done doing that, we had to drive kind of like, it was just like a couple units up, but it was on like a little hill. Mm-hmm. And it's this fucking giant fucking metal refrigerator and this giant metal fucking oven that I had to put on a dolly that had flat tires. I had to wheel and walk.
What?
And she was looking out. She was peeping the scene when I was walking.
Yeah.
But it was still me with all the strength. It was hot as fuck.
Hey, yo.
And I'm like I said, I'm coming off of an all-nighter and work. And I was just like, yo, and then I had to drive to Norfolk Sales and get the girls. It was like, man, it was like one of those days where it was like, yo, I would pay $1 million to sit down on my couch.
Bro, oh my goodness. And that's the thing. Every single time that I'm helping somebody move, my brain goes, I would have literally helped you just pay the movers.
Yeah, yo.
Like, and this is the crazy thing.
You,
this is
so real.
This is the crazy thing. So now, I don't think one of my friends listens to the podcast, but if you do listen or watch, this is for you. So today, as we're moving, I made a post and said, if we're close, I don't care. Don't ask me to help you move. I was joking, but I was serious. But at the same time, if you need help and we're close friends and I can help you, I'm going to help you. It doesn't matter if I want to do it or not. I'm going to help you. I'm obligated. I feel like I have to. If I have the time and I'm free. You know what I'm saying? If you just spring something on me out of nowhere, you're a doofus and a buffoon and you should have been an adult and planned accordingly. But so after this move, I posted what I posted, and then I get a message in the group chat. and it says, well, actually, I didn't get a message. Everybody else was addressed but me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what I'm getting to the point of. You didn't address me. I've never even been to your house. So if you want me to help, I sure as hell will. But it's like, you didn't ask me technically.
It gave you that vague opening.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm like,
You know what I mean?
you tagged and I feel like when you tag people, you specifically go to their name. And on group chats, you see the icon in the list of names.
Mm-hmm.
You left me out for a reason, which is like, all right, well, I ain't helping. Because shit, maybe you left me out because you saw the stress and the anger on my face of helping my cousin move. So you're like, all right, we'll cut him a break.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just ask the other friends. But I mean, hey, if you need my help, I'm going to help you. But if not, I'm not volunteering my help. So
I hear that.
fuck out of here.
I hear that.
But that shit is, oh my gosh, moving is just so ass.
It's really butt.
Just tell me when you plan on moving, months ahead, I'll save some bread. We're going to pay the movers. Let's just pay the movers, bro. Like, it's just, now if you got like 5+ close friends, it's a little bit different because you're laughing and you're pissed. When you suffer together with your friends, it's cool. It is. Yeah, like, it's like, damn, I can't believe, like, when we worked at Mad Max and we was getting straight Rico Strong, doggy style with receipts and just everything. And orders. It sucks. But it's like, yo, we are all really close friends. Mm-hmm. This isn't coworkers and like we're friends for real. Mm-hmm. When we leave, we're going to call each other or we're probably going to link and go somewhere. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So when you struggle with your friends, it's like, damn, this sucks, but we can get through it.
That's real shit.
But if it's just one other friend, it's like, this ain't enough. We need more struggle pain.
We definitely need more.
So
we definitely need more. And shout out to you. You know what I'm talking about. I love y'all, man. It's just moving sucks, man. They put that shit on my back like, like it's just a couple things. And I was like, all right.
And that's a new rule.
And it was like, fuck.
We got to make a new rule. Don't
Predictable.
Don't even fucking lie to me and tell me that.
Yo, I'm telling you.
Do not lie to me and say, it's just a little tidbits and rinky tinks. Don't say shit. Just say, yo, I need help moving.
I'm telling you.
And then don't give me no time. Don't tell me how much stuff we're moving. Don't say shit because it's a fucking lie. And then when it's not made out to be what you said it's going to be, I want to fight you. So, yeah.
I'm telling you, there's nothing more than I hated that shit. They always do it. Like, you're a big burly man. I'm going to just say, we just got a couple things. It's just a few things. It's going to take a couple minutes. And it's like you get there and it's like niggas ain't even packed. You know what I mean? You ever go to a move where a nigga wasn't even fully packed?
Bruh. Listen.
That's fucking insane. It's like, yo, not only are we standing around waiting for you to fucking do this, but it's like, all right, there's nothing worse. Like, I'm already pissed off I have to move. But now every time I come back in the house, I have to ask you, hey, what next, man? What do you want me to do?
Right.
And it's like, oh, hold on. Let me, hey, get that lamp. You see that onesie over there? Fold that up and put that in that box over there. We got some kitchenware. It's like, my nigga. Fuck, man.
See, and this is the thing. So, all right. The thing about me is, like, everybody knows that I have, I just have certain things that really tick me off. I hate a lot of stuff. I might actually make a separate podcast with me just talking, saying things I hate. Every week I just start naming things I hate. But I really find it so annoying and so unattractive when people don't plan accordingly. Like, it's disgusting to me. Like, it's like the equivalent of a girl just having snot all over her face and just farting and just thinking that it's cool. Like, that is so, how are you not an adult? Like how you said, as far as like, you knew you were supposed to move and you don't have anything packed.
Nothing packed.
Like, that makes me just look at you like, what is wrong with you? Like, it's disgusting. Like, how do you think this is okay? So, as far as with the move with my ex, I didn't help her, but I seen things not packed all the way up until when she had to leave. And I was just thinking, like, What? What are you doing? Like it just doesn't make any sense. If you know that you have to move, put your stuff in boxes and put it whatever, pack everything up so when the people come to help you, they can just pick the stuff up and put it where it needs to go. It's just crazy, man. It makes absolutely no sense. I don't understand it.
Me personally, I don't even ask friends to help move. And you know this. I don't ask nobody. When I move, I just fucking move.
You did
I'll
do that.
do it by myself.
You did that, and I did. I was pissed.
I moved a 5-bedroom crib. I moved it. I did when Kyle was pregnant. Like Christmas Eve, I moved her. Like, man, I don't give a fuck. I'll do it by myself. It's that awkward fucking like, hey guys, can you help me?
But that's the thing. See,
knowing how much everyone hates moving, and then it's kind of just like, man, look, man, I just don't even want to bother y'all niggas. I'm gonna just move it. Like I did it 3 days. 3 days this move took. It was the 3 of the most grueling, emotional, fucking just. It was a complete and total nightmare. This was the worst move I've ever had to make in my entire life.
And this is okay.
And I did it,
and I want to stop you right there because
Predictable.
This is the same thing that my ex said to me. She said, "You don't like to be bothered." True.
100.
And I did not want to bother you and get an attitude. Like she felt like she didn't want to get an attitude at my response of me getting an attitude. But it's like, this is what y'all got to understand, yo. When you are that close with somebody and you know that it's a person that you can depend on and it's somebody that you've been through things with, you shouldn't feel no sense of pride as far as like, yo, I can't ask this or I don't want to, because it's like, yo, you should know. Me and you are brothers, bro. If I need something from you, I don't feel like I have a sense of pride where I can't ask you. And I would think that you would feel exactly the same. And when you choose to be like, I didn't want to ask you, that makes me angry. You knowing how close that we are, the fact that you chose to say, you know what, I don't want to ask him is crazy to me. But when you know that I can help you.
No, I understand that. I think you're taking it wrong. I didn't want to ask you because out of either fear of you having a attitude or me knowing that you don't like to do it. It was more so like it was a for me thing. Like, man, some of those boxes, I sat maybe for like 40 minutes crying.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Some of those bags of clothes or those perfumes and shit like that, like, I just didn't want no one to see me like that. Like, you know what I mean? It would have turned into a whole fucking, like, you know what I mean? It had been our entire collective, our whole gang, just consoling me every 15 minutes.
Okay.
And it was like, I didn't want y'all niggas to fucking have to see that shit. You know what I mean? I sat there with my children, and we all painstakingly fucking did what we had to do. All the really heavy kind of sad shit, I sent them on their way. Then y'all go play. You know what I mean? Y'all go outside, go have fun. And while they're outside playing and having fun, just they're doing their final laps of the neighborhood. Right. I was just moving, throwing things away, putting stuff up. You know what I mean? It was an emotional move. That's what I say. It was terrible because it was an emotional move. And plus, it was just a lot of heavy shit. It was just tons of heavy shit.
I remember because he was like, "Yeah, we in this spot now." I was just like,
tons of heavy shit.
I'm like, how'd you do that? Like, when did you do that? And I'm like, why didn't you call us? But I mean, now that you broke it down and explained it, I understand 100%.
I know, man. I was already. I mean, it's me all weak in knees and blubbering like, oh, this is our first fishing reel. It's like, oh man, nigga, calm down. Let's move this couch.
I definitely understand. But when I moved though, my move was more so pure. I felt like, I had this
nigga, you did the same thing though.
No, I did it because I was on a, first of all, I'm real anal about how I want my stuff, right? And when I do like move stuff around or I'm in a new house or a new apartment, everybody always has their opinion on how they think things should go. And I don't want it. I don't want your opinion. Honestly, I just want to set things up how I want to set it up. Now, people might look at it and walk in and laugh like, yo, this is dumb. Why do you have this over here? I'm like, I don't care. I want it like that. So that was more of a me thing too. So, and it was more of an excitement thing because I was living in a house with a young woman We got into some issues. I left. And then I was standing at my Ray's crib for a couple months. My Ray's became a motherfucking rabid raccoon and was the most annoying motherfucker in the history of human beings. I immediately left. Soon as I put an application in and the landlord was like, yeah, we'll take you. I said, can I come now? He was like, I was like, thank you. Hung up on that nigga. And that was more so excitement. I just started loading shit in my car. I'm going down the street because it's close to where I was at. Yeah. I'm driving down the street, driving back and forth, and I'm just shipping everything in the ride and just putting it in here. So I didn't feel like as far as the things that I own in the front, I was just like, I can do this by myself. I really felt like I could do it by myself. This is pointless to even call anybody. But if it was to the point where it was bad and I needed help, I would like to think that I could depend on my friends. For sure. And it's like, even if I know y'all niggas don't want to do it, because who the fuck wants to do it? So what? I know that y'all know that we close, and I would do the same for y'all, so fucking help me. That's how I think. You know what I mean? Unless you really got something going on.
I feel like, there's moving etiquette. There's always moving etiquette. I feel like if I'm gonna just set some boundaries and some there have to be certain things in place. If you're going to ask me to help you move,
okay,
these are the requirements that I'm asking for.
Let's hear it.
All right. There has to be more than one friend.
100.
If there are people that I don't know, you got to find someone that I do. Seriously. Like, if it's one of those moves where it's like, oh yeah, my stepbrother, this is Jerry, this is fucking Tommy. I don't know these niggas. I don't know the camaraderie.
I'm already angry.
Because now I'm you know me, I'm kind of an anxious person. Like I don't really do well with new people. So if you're asking me to move and like all I know is you, and then everyone else is like your fam, why'd you even ask me, man?
Yo,
you know what I mean?
That is a perfect rule, yo. I gotta say that me being the person that doesn't like humans. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not an unapproachable, mean guy, but I'm an unapproachable, mean guy. Don't talk to me. I don't like when strangers just randomly just start trying to make a joke with me and, yeah, because those grits are buttered. Shut up. Don't touch me. Get off me. Why are you talking to me? I'm not nice like that. And if I go somewhere into a setting where they're going to be strangers or people I don't know, let it build up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't just be off the wall. Like we have a friend that soon as he goes somewhere, all the strangers are his friend. I'm the complete opposite. If I'm in the gym, do not just come up to me and start talking about shit. You look like a big guy. How long you been working? Shut up. I'm working out. I don't know you. I don't want to talk to you. Get away from me. So as far as moving with strangers, I feel that 100%, bro.
Yeah,
I don't. It's just annoying because
there's got to be one other person. You know what I mean?
And that goes back to what I was saying. You got to struggle with your friends. If there's ever going to be a time where it's all of us is a bunch of randoms that I don't know, and you're off somewhere. I'm sitting here trying to lift this couch with Larry while he's talking about Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shut up. You watch Demon Slayer? I don't watch that stuff. I love hockey, though. That's cool. Get away from me.
Get the fuck away from me. No, so, really, there's only like two. Well, maybe my list. My list is short. So it has to be more than one friend. Like, if it's a friend that's hosting the move, there have to be other friends that we both have mutual friendships with in order for me to really help you, because otherwise I'm not trying to help your granddad or your fucking, like, I don't know these niggas. Right. I've fallen victim to that a couple times, whatever. Number two, there has to be a dolly, period. Period. If you're moving, if you're planning on inviting people to help you move, if there is no dolly, I'm not helping.
That's a good one.
I'm not slamming my fingers. I'm not cutting my fucking wrists on this rusty ass fridge or this dirty ass fucking washing machine or oven. I'm not doing that, yo. Throw it on a dolly. I'm not carrying one box at a time. Flights of stairs. I'm putting 9 on that dolly, praying for the best. And I'm walking down the motherfucking joint. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's got to be a dolly. More friends than one. There's got to be a dolly. And at the end, I need proper recruitment. I want food or booze or money.
Yeah.
Don't send me off with a thank you. I'll fight you. And then I'll move shit out your spot.
Taking his stuff back
Hey,
out
I swear to God, I'll do it. I'm telling you, at this point now, at 35, if you ask me to move and there's not proper, there's no proper recoupment, I'm telling you, you better be throwing a fucking party after this move. If I'm not dead tired. And if I'm tired, man, I don't know, man. Send me off with some cash.
Yo, you know what my cousin said when we were done moving?
Come on, man.
He said, yo, you want me to get you some pussy? I started laughing so hard. I said, man, shut up, man. I'm going home.
I'm going home.
Whether he was serious or not, I was just so tired, but I appreciated the offer. But I was laughing so hard. I'm like, bro, be quiet, man.
There's got to be something after this. Whether it's even if it's a couple days later, there's a big thank you for helping me move party. Have it at your crib. I was looking at all the furniture we helped bring in this bitch. It's got to be something. Don't fucking thank you. It's something. I better be walking to my car with something.
He did buy me some dinner too, so I appreciate that, man.
It's got to be something.
Oh man, that's funny as hell.
That's it. That's it. There better be a dolly. There better be something after, and there better be more than one friend.
I think I could agree with all of those rules. And the only other rule that I would have to add,
Predictable.
is don't give me a premeditated lie. Do not say this is gonna take 23 minutes. We only gotta pick up the bungalow and drop it in the dungalow. Don't say that to me. Because once 23 minutes is up, I don't have anxiety. I don't get anxious, I feel like. But once I feel like things should come to an end or things are supposed to start, I feel like that's when I do get into the realm of anxiousness. For example, if we're chilling, right? We might have been chilling for 6 hours, talking, laughing, having a good time. If I get to the point where I'm about to do something else, or I'm like, all right, I'm tired, blah, 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 or chilling session is over. Once I say it's over and you don't leave, that's when I start getting jittery.
Yeah.
I get get the fuck out. I start getting like that. Don't try to tell me another story when I said, all right, yo, I'm about to go to sleep, or all right, bro, I'll hit you. Don't do that, because that's when I get mad as fuck. My cousin does that all the fucking time. I'm like, all right, bro, I'm about to go do this, or I'm like, all right, man, could you help me do this? I'm like I get so pissed. Or I do that with arrivals also. So it's even if I'm just chilling doing nothing, if you tell me that you're about to show up at 5, even if I don't have shit to do, if you don't show up at 5, then I start getting Men in Black twitches, alien. Where the fuck are you at? Why'd you say 5? You know what I mean? But yeah, I would say the premeditated lie of the move. Don't do that. But I'm taking on your rules also.
Bet.
100%.
All right, that's it. Don't ever ask me to move unless those are in place. And if they are in place, I might help, man.
But I do have another question.
Predictable.
This is random.
What?
Okay. Oatmeal cream pies, ding dongs, and hostess cakes. First of all,
What are ding dongs?
you ever had a ding dong?
Look at that. They can look at that. What the fuck is that bullshit?
Now, my nigga posted this in the group chat, and my first friend, he posted an oatmeal cream pie, and he was like, yo, these are God tier. And then my other friend was like, no, they're not. He was like, they're not better than ding dongs. And I seen, he posted the picture of ding dongs, so I had to Google it myself and then look a little closer. Ding dongs look like cupcakes, but I don't want to have one because ding dong just sounds too close to, you know what I'm saying? So it's I'm just not ever want to say I ate a ding dong. I'm cool. I never had one. I'm gonna keep it that.
Never had one. And I'm gonna keep it.
Okay, so you never had one either?
No, I don't even know the ding dong is.
Okay, cool. I was gonna ask you out of the 3, which one is the best? So
Is ding dong a little Debbie product, or is it a different? Is it like a Hostess or?
It's either Hostess or Debbie. I know Hostess and Deb is close.
See, that's what I'm saying. Growing up, I was not a Hostess person.
You was Deb.
All the Hostess snack foods just tasted
Don't
like.
say it. Go ahead.
It just tasted like science.
What?
It just had a very sciencey taste.
Predictable.
So I stayed away from them.
Wait.
But Deb, that bitch could bake.
Time out, man.
That bitch can make some pastries.
What about the Hostess cupcakes with the ooh written
On
on
the top, yeah.
in cursive?
That's nigga. That's DNA squigglies.
Oh
that's science.
my god! I should have.
Predictable.
This always happens.
Nigga, that's that fucking science bullshit I'm talking about.
If I cherish and love something to my soul, you ruin it and you crumble it with the most worst comparison, man.
What the fuck are you talking about? Them
I've
shits are fucking gross.
I've
nigga.
never heard anybody say that they hated the Hostess cupcakes with ooh written in cursive on the top of it.
Nigga, how
they
would
say
you?
ooh?
That's not chocolate. That shit tastes like.
First of all, you already know how I feel about stuff like that.
just not
I don't
good,
care if I am eating goat toenails.
No, I'm not even.
If it tastes good, it's good.
But I'm just saying, like it's like they just take like the color black and then they just fucking mix it into some chemical X. You know what I mean? That shit, Hostess is literal. Like nigga, nigga, the professor was like, he smashed that fucking vial and he spilled Hostess cake mix.
All right, let's get off.
That's
of
what made the Powerpuff Girls.
I just,
Nigga, that shit is not good.
I just wanted to ask, man, but I should have known I was going to get an answer. I did not appreciate it, man.
Like, what are you talking about?
Whatever, man. All right, so let's go to. So we were talking about this earlier. Let's go to as far as our liquor history. Can you remember the first liquor that you've ever tasted?
Yeah, man.
Do you remember the story?
Yeah, I remember the fucking story.
Okay, let's go in the timeline as far as your liquor and your beer tasted and where you're at with it now.
All right, okay, so this is
Let's go.
first time tasting. Well, I'm not gonna because that's like kid shit. Like your uncles give you a little nip. Hey, Josh,
Hey,
try.
no, don't go back that far.
You go
'cause
back that far?
I don't have no story.
All right, okay, so it was a Coors. Uncle Mikey at a family cookout at my Uncle Maurice's house, and you know all the fucking the uncles, they're just chilling and fucking talking about the old days, doing fucking old like Temptations routines and shit, and real shit. It was like zoo. They did all that shit, and my Uncle Mikey was like, hey, Josh, come here. And I came, you know what I mean? I'm like, what's up? You know, Uncle Mikey, what's going on? And he's like, here, man. Hey. He did one of those.
Yeah.
You know, one of these moves. Trying to see if my mom was around, you know what I mean? One of those. And he was like, here, man, try this. And I grabbed the can and I was like, no. It just wasn't good. I wasn't ready for that. I was too young for that. You know what I mean? I spent the entire cookout drinking fucking Huggies and sweets. And then you hand me this beer, and it completely contrasted everything I put in my belly that day.
Right.
And I wasn't ready for that bitter. So I was like, no, that tastes like earwax. I know what earwax tastes like. I taste that shit all the time. That tastes like earwax. Y'all niggas are drinking wet, like you're drinking liquefied earwax. I don't want none of that
Do
shit.
you recall how old you were when you?
I think I was like maybe 7 or 8.
Ooh, whoa, super early. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All
Yeah,
right.
like 7 or 8.
Okay, so after that, where do you feel?
After that, I did not touch a lick of alcohol. Not even a fucking smidgen. Until
Of course.
Predictable.
Now I'm really bad with timelines. This was maybe after graduation or a little bit before graduation.
Okay.
I'm like 17 or 18, around that age. We had a friend, Marcus. Marcus was a gentleman that lived a very like, you know, he lived a very peculiar life.
Okay.
Right? His raise had a crib, right? But she, you know, stayed with her guy, right? I mean, so she kind of like moved all her stuff in with him and was like, yo, this house between you and your sister is y'all's.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? She
crazy.
barely popped up, you know what I mean? Only every now and again to get mail and things like this, but she just did not stay there. So that crib became the crib, right?
Convenient.
This is during the era where it was just experimentation, that era. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know, I was in a relationship, and so I never ever fucking crossed those lines. I was a fucking white knight. You know what I mean? I was just so
Predictable.
I was just so fucking weird and stoic about that stupid ass shit. But he threw this party. This is probably we still talk about this rager to this day. It was an absolute fucking rager.
What do you mean by that?
It was completely out of control. It was one of the most wildest parties I've ever been a part of. You know what I mean? First time I ever even heard the term jungle juice. We bought a metal trash can, lined it with a trash bag, and poured everything you could possibly think of into this can.
Those are the best, man.
So the night starts off. Everyone has already been drinking well before this moment. I haven't, because I had this fear of, you're hanging out with friends, right? And you know, I'm like, damn, Darren. I saw Darren drunk for the first time. Darren is a I love you drunk. You know what I mean? You know how he is.
Yeah,
I love you, man.
Yeah.
He's one of those drunks. It's like, I'm cool with that. That's fine. You know what I mean? And then you have emotional drunks. Like, I'm not going to say no names, but you know what I mean? Like, you know, there's some emotional drunks where they get like really deep into their feelings and try to off themselves. I've seen that shit. I've seen drunks where they may, like, you know, this is within the friend group, where they may get a little handsy with people's girlfriends and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or niggas get super emotional and start crying, and like, I'm watching all my friends get drunk, and like each one is turning into a different type of drunk.
Yeah.
And I got terrified. Like, oh man, I'm so afraid to get drunk because I don't know who I'm going to turn into drunk. I don't know who I'm going to turn into. And this is a real fear.
Right.
So niggas been throwing parties and drinking, getting drunk and drinking wine coolers and just having like, this is the best time, getting like drinking. And I'm so afraid to take a lick of fucking liquor because I don't know who I'm going to turn into.
Right.
At this party, man, I said enough is enough. Everyone's fucking drunk. Everyone's laughing. There's girls, friends. You know what I mean? And I was like, you know what? Today's the day Hawk drinks. So I picked that day, the Rager. So I'd get a nice, healthy cup of the jungle juice. And I drink it so fast because it's so nasty. You know what I mean? Think about it. I didn't have a taste of liquor until this point. So I'm drinking like, oh, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, fuck it. I don't know how alcohol works. I don't know that it's slow to set in.
Predictable.
So I'm drinking this fucking jungle juice and I'm like, this shit is not working. How do I get like everyone else?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So now I'm double cupping. Guck, 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 guck. It's not working. Guck, 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 guck. Why do I feel regular? Guck, 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 guck. Holy shit. I get drunker than I've ever been drunker in my entire motherfucking life.
What?
I'm telling you, I'm seeing 5 of me. I'm seeing 20. Like yo, it felt like a Busta Rhymes video. I was out of it. Completely out of it. Drunk off my motherfucking rocker. I found myself in certain spaces of the room. Like, how did I get upstairs? Like where I had an existential moment where I was so drunk that I would have moments of clarity. It was so fucking weird. So I'll be in the basement. Somehow I got a fucking GameCube controller in my hand. I'm playing Smash Brothers by myself. How did I get here? And it's like 15 minutes later, I'm upstairs and I'm going through like, I'm just like looking at fucking records and people's mail. Like, why am I looking at mail?
What?
Like, what am I doing?
What?
You know what I mean? I watched we had a friend named Brett, called him Bips, and I watched him down. How many fucking 151 shots? It was like 10 or 11 fucking 151 shots just off the pride of some nigga gassing him. You won't do it. He said, nigga, what? Hack, 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 hack. I was like,
What?
151, you hear the stories of 151.
Bro,
all I know are the tales and the disasters.
I'm going to get to mine.
And he downed it, and he was a champion until the next. So, okay, we're all fucked. Bips, he's throwing up everywhere. He becomes the calamity of the night. We're laughing at him. Like, I mean, it's over. Everyone is super fucked up. Some girl that we went to school with brought her boyfriend, this old ass white dude that was like in his 40s. We're all teenagers. This nigga's in his 40s. He's missing all of his fronts. He has one front tooth. He has a giant bottle of wild Irish rose. He's in the backyard and he just takes the bottle. I don't even know if it was even his. I think it was just part of the fucking jungle juice that we brought and it was just left over. This nigga takes the bottle of Wild Eye and just chugs and then starts passing the bottle around. And everyone's like, I don't want that tooth bottle. Like, I'm not drinking after this nigga. It's the tooth bottle. I want that little nigga. His mouth is fucked, nigga. You drink after that nigga, your mouth is gonna look like his. Nigga. But it was so fucking dope because when I got drunk, I found out what type of drunk I am. I am a life of the party drunk. Okay. Yeah. I'm a hilarity drunk. 100, I'm a fucking 100. Everyone look at me, center around my voice. I'm saying funny things. The energy is just exuding and everyone just wants to be a part of it. I was so happy that I got hit. Like, seriously, it was a natural 20 as far as like getting drunk. That's a D&D term. I rolled a natural 20 when I got drunk. I was like, oh, I'm a good drunk. No tears, no fucking sadness, no anger. No, I want to fight everybody. What you looking at, nigga? Like, you know what I mean? Or the fucking sleepy, fucking always got to carry you, babysit drunk. I was not that nigga. Once I found out I was the nigga,
Side note, I gotta say this. As far as if you are the I want to fight everybody drunk, what are you looking at? I do feel like that comes, I don't care how old you are. I feel like that comes with a sense of maturity. Like, get rid of that. That is the corniest thing about any human being that drinks alcohol is you just want to become aggressive in the sense of, I got to fight everybody and everybody's doing me wrong. Like, you're a loser. I hate being around people like that. As soon as, like I just explained, right? I don't really like being around strangers. I hate when strangers approach me, but I always treat everybody with respect and I don't try to lash out at anybody aggressively. Even if I'm drunk, I'm still not going to do that. If you're around people that do that when they get drunk, it's like, I don't want to be around you when you're drunk. That's something that you're going to have to understand. I remember a situation where one of my friends, he's cool. If it's us, well, we were friends, but whatever. If it's us and we're drinking, everything is joking and laughing because he knows us. The second that somebody comes around, he thinks everything is, who's this person? I want to fight. Like, I literally had to hold this person back from fighting a woman. And it's like, bro, she was calling him a bitch ass nigga for no reason. But it's still like, this is a woman. Are you on crack? Are you high on acid? Like what is wrong with you, man? Like that type of stuff. And then I'm looking at his face and I'm talking to him. His eyes aren't focusing. And it's just like, no, man, you heard what the fuck she said? Yeah, I heard what she said. She. Why do I have to keep like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like that type of drunk, I don't want to be around you. Like this is why we don't invite you to things. We don't want to go out with you when you drink because you do stuff like this.
No, man, yeah. I mean,
that's corny, man.
These are all lessons that I learned that night too. It was like when you watch the DDs, like the designated drivers, or just the people that just want to be at the party, but they're not drinking. You know what I mean? And I'm like I said, I spread myself around that entire house. I was in rooms I had no business being in. You know what I mean? It was like off the limits rooms, like, you know what I mean? And like I was just there. You know what I mean? I'm just watching everything. You know, Bips got super drunk, touched somebody's girlfriend, it turned into a whole fucking thing. You know what I mean? Or he was like watching them do stuff. It was weird. He was like, Bips turned into a super creep. Someone farts and it clears out a whole fucking room. That was fucking nuts. People were slipping on throw up. People are like, you know, so there was like the whole aftermath after, like, once I found out the type of drunk I was, I had the best time of my life, literally the best night of my life. And then we all, you know, you pass out wherever you fell. That's where you pass out. You wake up and then you kind of just recant all the fucking bullshit. And it's just like, yo, like everyone just kind of just like, we were just tallying up the damage. Like, yo, this is fucked.
Okay. So
this is fucked.
I do want to say Jungle Juice, I can't say really counts as far as the timeline of drinking. Like, of course, it counts as far as it's alcohol because
Yeah.
it can get disgustingly crazy. It can be the most insane drink you've ever had. But I'm saying, as far as your history with alcohol, in the sense of what drink that you're choosing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so your history started with the sip of beer, and then it got to the jungle juice. And then after, where it's like, okay, what was your first choice? Like, what did you?
Rum and Coke.
Rum and Coke.
Default rum and Coke. I said, can I get a Captain and Coke?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there was a place on the south side we would go to called the Basement before we would hit up any other place because they had dollar, what was it? $1 shots, $2 mixed drinks. Mm-hmm. So you go there, you literally get plastered before the night starts, right? And then you get plastered, and then you just walk the streets of the south side.
See, now this
popping in left and right.
When y'all were doing that, that's when me and Darren's relationship kind of went on the rocks, because it's like y'all are doing things that I can't do.
Yeah,
now.
You were way too. Yeah, there was no way because
Yeah,
we were
like,
lying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was like, all right, it's over for me. I'll catch up with these niggas later on in life, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, I'm saying,
because
that was the era. Yeah,
the 4 and 5 year age gap. So, okay, so rum and Coke did it.
Rum and Coke,
and then
Bacardi Raz and cranberry.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so that was around the 20s, or
that was like 2020, 2005 to 2000 maybe 8.
Okay,
yeah,
so what other drink did you hit after that, or is it still the same?
Well, honestly, after a while, it didn't matter anymore because I never looked at alcohol as something desirable, right? I never looked at it like, oh, this pairs well with my steak.
Yeah,
like I don't look at alcohol that way. I've always looked at alcohol like, is it going to get me drunk?
Right.
All right.
100.
I'll drink it.
Right. That's,
you know what I mean?
Okay.
Period. I used to have this argument with Kyle all the time because she would always want to go out and be like, let's have a cocktail, or let's have some wine, and it's like, why am I paying $15 for a cocktail?
Right.
And it's not going to make me drunk.
Exactly. That is exactly how I feel, yo.
100.
When it comes to alcohol, the point of drinking alcohol is
to get drunk,
get inebriated. All right.
Period.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I'm drinking alcohol to get drunk, why am I about to go to dinner and get a little martini that's $22?
Just one.
And it's not going to do anything. Why? Or it's like when I go somewhere, I might go over somebody's house and they're like, yo, you want me to pour you a drink? I'm like, no, because I don't feel like being drunk right now. So why would I drink the alcohol? Well, it doesn't make any sense. It's not juice. I'm not about to drink it and be like, that is fire. It's not one of those type of things.
Yeah.
So I never understood people like that.
I've never been a person that could like come home from work and have a beer, just one. You know what I mean? Or even just drink, period. Like the setting has to be drink worthy. Like now, like I'm drinking gin because we are podding right now.
Right, cool.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's that.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to come off of work and be like, you know what I could use? I could use a cold Miller Lite. It's like, no, I can't. I can use a controller and some decompression.
Yeah, because it's like if you're not about to get drunk off of this drink,
bro.
What are
you doing?
But
I drink to get drunk, period. So that whole timeline from the Bacardi Raz to the rum and Coke to the, we frequent Jack's so much. We were underaged. We became regulars at Jack's. Underaged.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So it was like we went there so much that the bouncers were just like, all right, come in.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Josh? How you doing? Hey, what's up, Darren? Hey, what's going on, Marcus? Like, it was like, but we were lying.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them, like Marcus wasn't lying. Maybe after a while, Darren wasn't lying, but I was lying. I was the last. You know, that sucks so much. I was the last to turn 21. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So everyone is like, even there was like, we would go on the south side, and if I couldn't get it, like, once niggas got tired of Jack's, my night was over. Because I couldn't get anywhere else.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? And everyone else is all pissed off. Like, yo, Hawk, man, he can't get in. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I hate to be that motherfucker that brings down the fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't, you know what I mean? Darren had this fake ID of this fucking African nigga that looked
Oh,
exactly like him. It was like Neil. I can't remember the name. I know it was Neil. It was Neil something like Guamo or some shit like that. Some bullshit ass African bullshit in the middle. But he looked just like this nigga. It was just an African nigga with straight backs. Darren was a black nigga with straight backs. He showed a white person. They look at the hair, you're in.
Yeah, they're
You know
not.
what I mean? They're not
really
checking this shit out.
Yeah, they're not.
Me,
really
it's like
looking.
I'm handsome. You can't mimic this face. I can't get a fake ID for this face. It's over for me. So I would just go down the south side. I would hit up the basement. I would hit up Jack's. My night is over after that when I was under 21. And I just had to fucking just face it. Then niggas would just branch off, go into rum shakers real quick, hang out with all the black folks, get twerked on. And then I'm sitting outside like, hey, it look real fun in there. You know what I mean? I might go to fucking Tony's or something, get a fucking gyro. Pissed off. Like, you know what I mean? Just mad.
All right, so
whatever.
Okay, so that was your timeline. So where did you end up? Do you feel like there are more drinks in between? Or you ended up somewhere like, did you have any more drink situations?
Yeah.
Or did you come to a complete, okay, this is my drink. This is what my go-to now.
For a minute, I was on a wine kick. And not like good wine, but like wino wine, like brown paper bag wine. You know what I mean? I don't know what it was. It was a different flavor I wasn't used to. It tastes like the immune booster, honestly. And it was just like, I was just winoing it for a while, just drinking wine for a long time. And now, honestly, I hated gin my entire existence. I just did not like it until you.
100.
One day there was no liquor here. There was nothing. And it was like, I got this gin. And I was like, oh, man, pine cones. Fuck, man. I guess, man. I mixed it with a little bit of that fucking banana, orange, whatever the fuck bullshit. And I was like, yo, this shit is fucking amazing.
Yeah, all right, so now, is your timeline finished?
My timeline is finished. I'm stuck with gin. I drink Jameson. Oh, forget the picklebacks.
I'm going to get into my story.
Oh, man, yeah. So a friend of Kai's, actually, her husband, we were just hanging out and shit, and it was like the girls were doing their thing. I was like, yo, let's just be out, do something. And we went to Kelly's in East Liberty, and he's like, yo, you ever have a pickleback? Like, I've been here before. Like, you ever have a pickleback? And I'm like, no, what the fuck is a pickleback? I'm thinking of Nickelback. You know what I mean? What the fuck is a pickleback? That's some bullshit. What? And he asked the bartender for a pickleback. She was like, all right. She took some pickle juice, squirted it into a shot, took some Jameson, made a shot. And he was like, yo, all right, you take the shot of Jameson first, right? Shoot it, boom. And immediately after, you take a shot of pickle juice. And he was like, yo, tell me what happens after you do it. And I was like, all right. So I was like, okay, Jameson, here we go. Pickle juice. Nothing.
Yeah.
There wasn't no burn.
100.
There wasn't any like no, there was nothing. I was like, yo, hey, let's do another one. I'm like, all right, I get the next round. Nothing.
Nothing, man.
Yo, 11 picklebacks in. I was like, I gotta pee. Now, mind you, I feel nothing, right? Yeah. Because it doesn't even feel like I've been drinking alcohol all night. I felt nothing. There was no woos, there was no bends, no nothing. I got off of that fucking spinny bar chair. Right. And my legs were like, I was like, I'm drunk. I'm fucked up. Fuck. I'm looking at this nigga like, damn, what you do, man? Oh, this is the greatest shit ever. And for years, picklebacks. That in fucking, what's the Red Bull Jaeger bombs. Oh, okay. Jaeger bombs, picklebacks, that era was together. And then, I like getting drunk, but now I don't like getting, my blackout drunk days are over. Like, I mean, that's going to be so, like, you have to catch me at a real,
I had one.
It has to be a fucking amazing time for me to get blackout.
I had one last week.
Oh, shit. But now blackout days are over. Now I stick with the gin. I stick with the Jameson. I'm still doing picklebacks, but that's a fucking party thing. If I'm sipping anything, it's got to be something with gin and ice. The Termana and the fucking Casamigos. That's it. That's all I'm drinking, man.
Okay. Now, as far as my timeline, man, it didn't start off too good. Shit. Once I seen how, like, dependent and how weird people acted when it came to, like, smoking cigarettes, smoking weed, smoking blacks, and drinking alcohol, I was like seen as Hey Arnold in my life. Like everybody be like, oh, Rez wouldn't do this, Rez wouldn't do that, do this, whatever. That's my last name, so that's what everybody called me. So I'm like, I stayed away from that stuff for a very long time until I turned. I think I was 19, and we went to this party in Monroeville, and ironically, I was with Aaron Donald, and we're with Aaron. Aaron's not famous yet, obviously. He had just, I think he had just announced that he was going to Pitt, and so I might have been 18. Okay, so he just admitted that he was going to Pitt, and we're at this party, and he's drunk. I don't know what he was drinking, but he was already drunk. Some girl says something to him. He's like, "What? You know who the fuck I am?" He's like, "You better Google me. You better Google me." So we're all just with him, just laughing. But I mean, you see where he's at now. Yeah. So yeah, she should have Googled him. But anyway, so everybody's just drinking or whatever, and I'm like, all right, whatever. So I see some alcohol, and I'm just like, nah, I'm gonna chill. I'm not really comfortable to just go out my way and do this. So I'm with my friend Doug also, and he's like, bro, he's like, here, man, this will get you right. I'm like, okay. It was Nikolai.
Oh, Nikolai.
And I was just like, hello. Sipped it, and I was just like, ah! I was like, nope. I said, this is alcohol? Because that was my introduction.
Yeah.
I said, this is alcohol. This is what y'all are drinking and y'all like. I said, this is disgusting. I'll never drink this. I was furious. So we end up leaving. We went to McDonald's. And I remember I ordered a double cheeseburger, fries, and a Coke. I drank the Coke, and it still tasted like Nikolai. I was pissed off. I'm like, I'm not even drinking. Why does it taste like Nikolai? Like, I was mad as hell. So I remember I was just like, man, what the hell? I was like, I'm never drinking. Went to sleep. I went to sleep like this. Mad as hell. Woke up next day. They like, yo. It was like, fam is having a party, blah, blah, blah. You want to go? I was just like, whatever, man. I don't care. This is going to be food. Let's go. So went there with my friends. We're eating. Now, this is the second day of after my introduction to alcohol. So I already declared I'm never drinking this. Yeah. So there was jungle juice. I didn't know what jungle juice was. Everybody's eating and they're like, yo, let me get some of that jungle juice. I'm like, yeah, let me get some of that jungle juice too. Because I heard juice. I tweaked juice. I love juice, man. So whatever. I got some of the jungle juice and I sipped it. I said, I said, is this fruit punch mixed with tea? I said, this is not a bad mix. I never thought to do that. Everybody starts laughing because it's me, and I get pissed when I know that I'm goofy and I make a lot of jokes, but I hate when I'm serious and people are laughing. I'm just like, this is the curse. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's laughing, and then my boy knows that I'm mad. He knows that I'm not joking. He says, yo, that's not fruit punch mixed with tea. That's alcohol. Me being who I am, I'm like, what? I said, it's not alcohol. I had alcohol yesterday, and it don't taste like this. I don't know why I just got mad with that Stephen A. Smith voice, but I told him that, and he's just like, him knowing things, so he's just like, he laughs. He says, okay, well, why don't you keep on drinking that? I said, I will. I'm eating. I'm drinking. I'm crushed. I'm like, man, let me get some more of that jungle juice. Quit playing with me. I'm killing the jungle juice, bro. But I'm not noticing. I'm eating. I'm laughing. All of a sudden, I get up. And I didn't know, obviously I didn't drink. This is my first time being drunk and drinking consistently. I get up and I'm like, I feel like a different guy. I'm like, something is different about me. Like, I kept saying it. I'm like, something is weird. And then my boy says, because you're fucking drunk. And when he said that, I start dying laughing. I said, damn, this is crazy. So then he's like, yeah, I told you. And then I said, oh, you got some liquor right there in your hand. I said, what is that? He said, it said Admiral Nelson.
Oh, Admiral Nelson,
right?
nigga.
So
hell yeah.
I'm laughing. I'm like, I heard of Captain Morgan. Who the fuck is that guy? I'm dying laughing because I'm like, yo, that sounds like something I would have made up. I'm like, how you have Captain Morgan and he got Admiral Nelson? I couldn't fucking believe it. He's like, nah, I'm going to get you to fuck with the Admiral. So I'm dying. But as he says that, he's pouring this drink and somebody's taking a picture. They're like, yo, let's take a picture. So I have the pictures on my Facebook. You see me with my head down like, damn. I'm holding the cup and they're just pouring the Admiral in my shit. So this is when I knew like, I'm okay, this is definitely different. Like, I'm drunk. Like, I see this girl, she had brown shorts on, and I knew I was different because I don't just approach strangers. You know what I'm saying? Even if I think she's beautiful or whatever it is, I don't feel comfortable doing that. Even now. So I see her, I was just like, something in me, I don't care. I just kept saying it to myself. I said, I don't give a damn. So I finally walked over to her and I don't even remember what I said, but she smiled, but I know she curved me. And I was just like, damn. But I remember saying liquid courage because I didn't know what that meant either.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's what that phrase meant. So I'm like having all these epiphanies by myself. I couldn't believe it. So me being the nerd that I am, like, I'm friends with all the popular, cool people that get all the girls and the popular athletes and everybody. I'm just the nerd one associated with them. But yeah, I wasn't in the parties, dancing in the house parties in the basement, getting grinding on. Like, that wasn't me. I was at home playing Street Fighter Alpha 2. Like, you know what I'm saying? But so we're at this party and I'm drunk and everybody starts dancing. And it wasn't even everybody. It was like a select few people. But I was like, I don't care. I'm so drunk, I'm in a groove. I don't give a damn if I'm moving right. And Pittsburgh is weird. The way that they dance, they do this weird, like, photo shoot, posing, stopping, and whatever. You know what I'm saying? I was never at any other house parties. I wasn't doing none of that type of shit. So I just party. I'm dead drunk. I don't give a damn, though. So I remember this girl starts clapping ass. You already know it's over for me because my eyes are like, ooh. She starts clapping ass on top of this table. I'm like, you're not about to do that in front of me. What the fuck do you think this is? So I get up, I stand on the table. They like, hey, people's like looking around. They're like, my friends are like, yo, what the fuck? So I'm on top of the table. I just got behind her and they was like, yo, this nigga really dancing. Like I said, they said I was cool. And then they said I just lost it. And they said I just start humping. Like, so there were these railings at the top. There was these railings at the top of the table. So it's like, you know how it is at like pavilions, like picnic park pavilions. Yeah. So I held on to it and they said I'd just start humping her. They said, so the dancing went from regular dancing to just fucking. And they was like, yeah, you start wilding. And we was like, yo, all right, relax. And I don't remember that part, but I do remember grabbing on. I thought I was still dancing, but they said, no, you was just straight humping.
Oh my God.
Okay, so that's my history. It started with Nikolai, and then just like yours, it went to Jungle Juice. Now, I was 19 when this happened. So I realized that I couldn't drink anything that just tasted like pure biff. Yeah. I'm like, I need like fruit mixed with my shit. You know what I mean? So it went from that to Mad Dog 2020.
Oh man.
Went from Mad Dog 2020. And one of my best friends at the time, he was into all the mischief. Fighting, guns, drugs, alcohol, weed. So it's like anything that I wanted to do that was just like, you shouldn't be doing this, I would refer to him. So it went from Nikolai to Jungle Juice to Mad Dog 2020. That was our drink. He put me on to that.
Mad Dog. Ugh.
And then he put me on to these Long Island iced teas that were already mixed.
What? Predictable.
They were already mixed. They were already mixed in the bottle.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure he would get them from Mohan's. They were called iced teas, but they were Long Island iced teas already pre-mixed. And those tasted like butt. But after that, then I remember being in the car one time and just thinking to myself, random epiphany. I remember thinking, sipping on gin and juice. And I'm like, sipping on gin and juice. The next time I went to the store, I said, gin. I was like, gin and juice. I was like, shit. So I bought some gin. And then I started mixing it with my juice. I would mix them.
Yeah.
And I was just like, it's not that bad of a mix. I'm like, all right, I can get down with this. So I started drinking gin and juice. And then it came to a point where I remember hearing somebody use the term chaser. And I'm like, what are they talking about? But I'm just laying back, just listening, like, yeah, chaser, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I started seeing people just drink alcohol and then drink a chaser.
Yeah.
And I'm like, huh? So once I started doing that, I started drinking gin, and that's crazy because I started with the New Amsterdam gin. I started drinking New Amsterdam gin and then just drinking juice afterwards, and I'm like, that went down way smoother than anything that I've witnessed so far. And I'm like, oh, that's it. So that my timeline was kind of short, and it was just gin and juice from there on out. And then once I realized if I have a cup of juice, I can drink anything. Like we already talked about, the whole point is to get drunk. All alcohol plain to me tastes like bear skin. And it's just like, whatever. But as long as I have a juice to drown out the alcohol taste afterwards, like, I'm cool. But then that's when later on, you showed me about what the Jameson and the pickleback was. That was a bad experience for me too, because like you explained, when you drink a shot of alcohol, period, it doesn't matter how much of an alcoholic you are or whatever, you get that little burn feeling and then just, when you take a pickleback, there is nothing. It's like you just drink water. So I didn't understand that. I didn't believe you. But when you brought the bottle of Jameson over and you had the pickle juice and you showed me, and I was just like, this is crazy. I drank a whole bottle of Jameson. I was destroyed. I was throwing up. And I remember a girl calling me, banging on my, I never told her to come over. She asked if she could come over. I said, just hit me later. I'll let you know. Whatever. I guess she took that as I need it.
Yeah.
She's banging on my door. I'm in my bed laughing because she doesn't have my number. So she's calling me from social media. And you know, social media, when weird numbers. Them weird ringtones. I'm in my bed dying at the sound of and I just didn't get up and I didn't answer it. And I'm like, damn, Jameson, you pickleback. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. But then after that, that's when, I started tasting other types of liquors or whatever. But my go-to is still gin and juice. But, sometimes I switch it up. I'll go to the tequila, which is, I'll go to the Terramana or the Casamigos or the Jameson. So.
Yeah, that's like I said, we have literally, like, somehow we both ended up in the same.
Yeah.
In the same exact drink taste. Because, like, I might fuck with a little wine. It depends on who I'm drinking with, or if I'm trying to impress somebody, or I'm using it to cook with, things like this. But I've never been a fan of, like, just casually drinking. You know what I mean? Like, I've had friends, like, I've watched friends that were alcoholics, like, where they were like, after work, it's like, where am I getting this 12 pack from? You know what I mean? And then just down it. We're just chilling. This nigga make a beat. I look over, it's a full case. I turn my head, I look back over, the case is gone. You know what I mean? This is an every fucking night thing. I never understood that. And then also I never understood people that can just go to a restaurant. And I feel like it's just for the looks. Like, you go to kind of like a classy restaurant and it's like, oh, you want some wine? It's like, well, okay. Are we getting, like, do we get that bottle or you're just giving me a glass?
Yeah. And
because if I don't feel anything after this glass, what was the point?
And that,
you know what I mean?
And that's the thing. I really look at everything from a logical standpoint. So if I go out to eat and the shorty says that she wants a drink, an alcoholic beverage, it's like, I'm going to get it for you, but why do you want this? Do you want multiple so you end up in a place where you are inebriated? If not, why? You want this $18 margarita that's not going to do anything. What is the point? Like, I just don't rock with stuff.
You might as well just drink a fucking fruit punch high C.
Exactly. It's so dumb, man. But like you said, drink to get drunk.
You drink to get drunk. That was an argument I used to have daily in my house. You can't just have one drink with me? And it's like, what?
For what?
For what, man?
Yeah.
Like, we got drinks at home. Like, we can get fucked up if you wanted to. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what am I spending $30 here for this little cocktail fishbowl bullshit thing? Like, just so you could take a picture of it? Like,
that's really
going to get us fucking drunk. You know what I mean?
That's what it is with a lot of women. it's just, yo, I want to make it look like this.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, yeah, I'm out to eat. I have a picture of steak, buttered mashed potatoes, and the prettiest vegetables ever plated in life. And I want this margarita in the picture. So this looks excellent. But it's like the margarita ain't doing shit.
It's purposely watered down. It's purposely fucking like regulated with the bullshit ass fucking shot that's in there. Like, I mean, they add all these fucking extra fucking, additives to it to fucking nullify it. And it's just like, man, I can never, I will never support restaurant. Like, I mean, going out to eat with drinks. If the drinks, I'll go to a restaurant and eat, and maybe we can go to a bar after and drink.
Yeah, for
you know
sure.
what I mean? But if we're sitting at the restaurant and you got your food and you got your drink, it's like no one fucking does that. Like, I mean, to me, that's weird. I've never been able to sit down and have a full meal and then also chug alcohol. Like I'm just slamming alcohol while eating a whole fucking buffet. Like, no, man.
Even if you do
Separate.
even if you do that,
It's weird to me.
that's fine because you're still going to end up in a place where you want to be.
As long,
But if you're just doing it one drink, it still goes back to our point that we were making, which is it's dumb. Now I do understand that certain people drink, but they don't want to reach certain levels. Like if you want to feel a buzz, that's cool. If you want to get like, you know what I'm saying, a little bit drunk or you want to be plastered, I understand that. But one drink is not going to get you any of those levels. One drink is not going to get you buzzed. One drink is not going to get you drunk. And then one drink is not going to get you plastered. So it's like, that's where it becomes, yo, this whole point is dumb.
It's stupid.
But I do want to ask you something though, man. So, you ever been scammed before? You ever pay for something and then you not get what you paid for? Or somebody might have tried to sell you something and you didn't really get, like, you've been scammed before? Can you really recall on the exact story, or it's just you just know that you have?
I can recall an exact story.
Okay. Do you mind if I ask you what that story was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I mean,
all right. So, this was when beard grooming was all the rage, right? It kind of still is.
okay, it is.
You know what I mean? It kind of still is.
I've purchased some products.
But I've always been blessed. You know what I mean? Ever since this is like 12th grade, I've always just had it. You know what I mean? Don't ask about my mustache, but my beard has always been illustrious. But I think I made a post about this on Facebook years ago about being like, so I'm at the park and ride, park my car, take the bus to work. And, there's a woman there. She kind of corners me, right? I'm waiting at the bus stop and she corners me and she asks, about my, what I have on my clothes and shit like that. And then, I kind of like do my little fucking skunk strip in my beard. And, she was saying how nice that was, this, that, and the third. I'm like, I got a bunch of fans here in the city. You know what I mean?
Predictable.
Whatever. 100. You know what I mean? So she's going on. And then, as I'm thinking she's like talking to me, you know what I mean? And I'm in a relationship. So I'm not really like fucking, but it feels good to be fucking rapped to, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, I'm getting my shoulders into it, you know what I mean? And as I'm thinking this is just a natural conversation, she digs in her purse and pulls out this sandwich bag just filled with oils and creams and salves and all this other fucking shit. And I'm like, oh my God. Fuck.
Predictable.
Fuck, I fed into it. Like, I thought I was getting gamed up, and I was so open to the idea. You know what I mean? So open to the idea of being talked to real nice. And then she pulled out a fucking bag full of salves and oils and creams. And then she just went on to this fucking spiel about just black business and this, that, and the third. And I was like, fuck, all right, well, what do you got there? You know what I mean? Like, what's the most popular one that you got? And then she pulls out this fucking little vial. You know what I mean? It's this little tiny ass fucking vial. It looked like a fucking crack vial, honestly. And it was just filled with like this oil. And she was like, this is the best seller, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, all right, how much is it? And then, she says like $20 for a little, seriously, this vial was like no more than 4 ounces. I was pretty pissed off. But because I'm such a fucking like, I'm such a fucking introvert. I'm such a fucking like, I just hate confrontation, and I get so anxious and nervous whenever I get put on the spot. Like I used to get in trouble for this a lot, but like I just gave her the dub. Like, here, man, just get out my face. Like, you know what I mean? Here, just take it. Just get away from me. Like, I mean, I bought the fucking vial of fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? And I take the vial to work, and I'm trying to figure out what it is. You know what I mean? I'm smelling it. Like, yo, this smells so fucking familiar. Right? It smells so familiar. It's like, yo, I know I smell it. I know I have this at home. Like, you know what I mean? And then, you know, so I put it in my book bag, and I, you know, wait till I get home, finish work, get home. And I'm like, yo, I know I smell this. This is the smell that I smell every day. This is a smell that's so fucking normal to me. You know what I mean? And I go in my room, and Kai's doing a girl's hair. And she's like, babe, give me the hair bag over there. And I go get the hair bag and open the hair bag up. And I'm like, I grab the fucking bottle of pink, Lester's pink fucking, and I sniff the bottle. I sniff the vial. I sniff the bottle, and I sniff the vial. And I'm like, yo, she lusted me. She lusted the hell out of me. I don't tell nobody.
No, this isn't happening.
I just feel so fucking like, this crackhead bitch sold me Lusters in a glass vial. 4 ounce glass vial. I paid a dub.
No,
you know how much Lusters
no,
cost?
this isn't happening.
It's not a dub. I'll tell you that.
Yo,
I have another one too. Can I tell you another one?
Go
Where I
ahead.
got scammed. Now Darren was with me. Darren was with me for this one. All right, this. You call me a sucker. I don't give a fuck. I'm exposing myself on this motherfucker. We're at Monroeville Mall. No, I just got paid. Me and Darren, we used to always just make it a point to hit the mall. If niggas got bread, we're going to the mall. We're hitting up Suncoast. We're hitting up Electronics Boutique.
of course.
We're making our rounds. There's girls, there's games. You know what I mean? And we're just doing it. I just got paid. And oh man, it was a lot of money. It was a good payday. So I got like $900 burning in my pocket. And I have no obligation but to spend.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm at the mall. I'm about to just start like buying just orange chicken for everybody. Like I'm feeling that good.
100.
So we're walking through the mall, and there's this crowd in the middle of the mall. This is Monroeville. In the middle of the mall, there's this crowd, and there's this black gentleman with a felt pad and liquor caps on the pad.
Oh, don't tell me you got sitcom scammed. Go ahead.
Come on, dog. Yo, can I tell my story, nigga?
No, this
please?
isn't happening.
Go ahead.
Can I tell my story? So, come on, this is my first time ever being exposed to fucking tricks like this.
Okay.
I'm a young nigga, like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm looking at the game, and I'm like, yo, nigga, I could win that. I can beat this nigga. So I watched like 5 people get murdered by him, not knowing this was a ring. Not knowing this was a ring and niggas. Stop laughing at me, nigga.
I'm laughing because this was on Everybody Hates Chris.
Yo, I swear to God, this happened. This is fucked up. This is really fucked up. I got $900 burned in my pocket. And felt pad, liquor caps, there's a little pink ball. And he's like, hey, if you can get the ball, you can get the money. Da, 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 da. And I watch mad niggas beat him. I'm like, oh, he sucks. He fucking sucks. I'm a teenager, man. I'm taking this nigga's bread. We're at the mall. And Darren's not helping, man. He ain't helping. He's like, oh, Huck, you could beat this nigga, man. Come on,
I'm
man.
about to say,
You could beat this
Darren.
nigga.
Darren is this super supportive friend.
Super supportive friend, man.
Even if
it's a bad idea.
Yeah, even if you can't do the shit, he's like, all right, you want to do it, so I'm gonna support it. You can do it,
Man,
like,
yo.
nigga, no.
This nigga, somehow, I guess they got a real Vic. That's me. Everybody else before him they were part of the ring. So here's a real contender. Everyone else is just like, they probably know the deal. But no one pulled me to the side and said, hey, black man. Hey, young man. Don't do it. It's a scam. I'm like, nah, man. I got this, nigga. My eyes are sharp, nigga. I play video games. Nigga, like I'm good.
Yo, and look, side note, that fucks us up all the time. We feel like because we play video games, specifically fighting games, that our hand-eye coordination is way better than everybody's. Our reaction time, because you have to have all that to play fighting games.
But even like the puzzle games where they do that shit, like, you know what I mean? Where it's like, follow the mushroom, and it's like, or you're playing like Mario Party or some shit, and you like, nigga, it's there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, there's no way that I can fucking lose. I've done this a billion times already.
Yeah.
So I go to the nigga, man. And it's like, he's like, yo, he says, first he's like $50 a game. I'm like, I got to spare $50. Throw $50 on the felt pad. He's like, all right, watch the ball. He does tricks that I've never, like, I'm like, yo, where were you? You weren't doing none of this when you were playing the fucking other niggas. He wasn't doing any of this shit when he was fucking sandbagging with the rest of the niggas. So I'm like, yo, fuck. I look at Darren like, yo, this is a loss. So I'm like, yo, Darren, like, did you see? I bring this nigga in on it. Like, yo, I need your eyes too.
Yeah.
Like, yo, my eyes ain't working, bruh. I need your eyes too. So we're both looking at this motherfucker do this thing, and we're both like just in it, just looking like, nigga, okay. He's like, da 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 da, and I'm like, I got it. I've been watching this nigga. I seen him flip it under because he was doing shit with his pinky. And like, you know what I mean? Maybe that was the trick. I don't fucking know. But it looked like he flicked the ball under the one, popped it, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, on the left at the end. He flipped it open. Nothing. I was like, oh, down 50.
Oh my God, $50?
Yeah, I was like, down 50.
Oh,
all right.
You did say you had massive bread.
Yeah, I was like, okay, $50 is a lot. You know what I mean? That's definitely a video game, or that's a couple of DVDs.
Right.
I was like, fuck, all right, I need to get that back.
That's
you know what I mean? I need to get it back.
It always goes
like,
to, let me just get my shit back.
Yeah. I was like, I got to get that $50 back. You know what I mean? So I look at Darren, I'm like, yo, watch. Look at this nigga. I'm going to look at this side. You look at that side. So he does it again after the fucking money. This time he ups it to 100 though. You know what I mean?
Predictable.
He was like, and I was like, I'm just trying to get my 50 back. He was like, I mean, I can give you your money back, but why don't you, you know what I mean? Why don't you up it? Like, he's just saying, like, oh man, he fucking just, he tricked me. Nigga, I was a hooker, just getting pimped. You know what I mean? By this nigga. So I was like, all right, I threw the 100 down. You know what I mean? He's doing this shit. I lose. I'm like, yo, Darren, you're not fucking helping, nigga. Well, your eyes are fucked up, man. Now I'm down 150, and I can't leave now.
What?
I can't leave.
Yeah.
I can't leave.
Yeah, once you
It's
start,
over. So I did another $100 game. I said, fuck it, yo. Smacked another $100 down on there. This nigga was like, lost. I was like, oh my God.
No, this
now
isn't
Mr. Krabs
happening.
meme whirlwind. I'm like, you know what I mean? Or like the part on Snatch when fucking man, I'm fucked. Everyone is just looking at me like, oh, poor kid. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's getting fucked. And then I'm watching all of his lackeys get excited when I lose. And I was like, oh, you're in on it. You're in on it. Because it's a payday for them too.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, you walked away. Wait. Then I started put it all together right in front of that nigga. And he looked at me like, that's the biz. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is it. And I've never wanted to murder somebody more in my life. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm down like 350. I get all the way up to 400. I was down. And I played one. I was like, yo, I don't have that. I don't have it again. I got $50. You know what I mean? He was like, yo, if you play with this $50, I'll give you everything back. You know what I mean? Just on, I'm thinking like, oh, he's a kind. Thank you, kind sir. I play with this 50. I lose. He takes my 50, makes it an even 400. And then I just
Predictable.
I was so mad at Darren.
Hold on, man.
Yo. I was so mad at this nigga Darren because that's my right hand nigga, man.
Yeah.
He was right next to me the whole time. And we're trying our best to follow this nigga's fast ass Sonic hands. And he's flipping and sliding this ball all over the place. I'm down 4 and I'm walking away like I'm in trouble. Like, you know what I mean? This is my money, but I felt like I was like, somebody's going to kick my ass. I need to kick my own ass. Like, I was like, I wanted to beat my own ass so bad. So I did something nutty, man. I did something fucked up. So I called somebody, and it's kind of fucked up. So I lose the bread.
Yeah.
And this is just a dummy move. Really fucking stupid thing I did. Betting, gambling, and getting scammed. And I called somebody and I was like, yo, SOS, man. I just got robbed.
Oh, shit.
SOS. I just got robbed. And I need you. Well, some real shit. This nigga owe me a lifetime of fucking service. Yeah, I mean, whatever. So I hit him up and I said, yo, shit is rocky over here. I just got spanked for some bread. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean, the homie ran off with it and we're burnt out here. So I'm gonna need it. And then nigga gave it. So I was back up.
Oh, wow. Yo, that is fucking crazy.
I got robbed for $400 in Monroeville Mall by some out of town Baltimore fucking liquor cap spinner flipper. And I faked the robbery and got the money back.
All right, well, listen.
100.
I should delete that whole fucking whatever. I don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna keep it a buck though. Your story was a little bit more believable, and not believable, but your story was a little bit more common. Like a game, people playing a game and thinking you can win, like that happens all the time. And you were younger. So let's get into my story. And I shouldn't even press that because mine was last week. Oh, fuck. Okay. It wasn't last week. I'm lying. It was this week. Oh. It was about 4 days ago. So, okay, I have this friend. I haven't spoken to this friend in a while. What? This friend kind of went ghost on social media, and I was kind of confused. Like, I was like, hey, man, like, I wonder what bro's doing, blah, blah, blah. So, I hit this person. We had a conversation. It's like, yeah, I've been chilling on social media, just staying to myself, blah, 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 blah. I'm good. Thanks for checking on me. I'm like, all right, bro. I'm glad you're doing good. All right. I'll talk to you. She's like, okay. The next day, the same person hits me up and says, hey, what's up? I need a favor. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? And she says, I just need to borrow $100. I'm going to pay you back in a couple hours. Now, this person owns a business. So when she says this, I'm like, okay, cool, whatever.
Predictable.
She must have miscalculated on her order or whatever. I don't know. And she just needs the money right now. She's going to pay it back later. She said in the same day, so my brain's not even thinking about it. The way I operate is everybody has money. Everybody has money that they can't afford to lend out and let people borrow. But you got to realize that everybody has bills, right? If your bill is not due in a certain amount of time, you can take money from that bill and let somebody borrow it until that bill comes up and they can pay it back.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so if I get a check today, I know that I have to pay rent on the 5th. I know how much my rent is. If you really need the money, all of my rent money, but you have a 100% means of paying me back. Like you have a job and you don't have any other obligations until you get paid. It's like, I don't care. I'll let you hold the rent money. Like, I trust you. You're my friend. We're that close. I can do that. I don't have to pay it until this amount of time. And you tell me you're going to pay me back on the 1st. I don't have to pay it to the 5th. I don't care. Technically, I do have the money to let you borrow it. So that's how I was thinking. I'm like, I don't really have too much extra money, but I can let this person borrow this money because she'll pay me back today. What does it matter? She's talking like her. She's calling me whatever, just like the person would call me. And I'm just like, all right, whatever. Everything's cool. Send the money. She's like, all right, thank you so much, blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, man, I ain't gonna stunt. I miscalculated. I really need this much. And I said, yo, what? So I sent it to this person's Cash App. And then she said, I sent it. And she said, yo, don't send it to my other Cash App because that one's fucked up. I don't even have that account anymore. Send it to this one. I said, okay. So I sent it to a different one. I sent it to an account, a different account.
Predictable.
What? So I sent it. And she's like, all right, thanks. And then she hits me up again and says, man, Rash, I'm not going to stunt, man. I need one last favor. This is the last 100. I said, listen, yo. I said, what you need to understand is I already gave you this much. Like, I'm not about to give you no more. That's all I got. I had more, but I was just like, that's all I got. She was like, come on, man. You really think I'm going to fucking play you cracking the fuck up? Like, I'm going to pay you back, blah, 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 today. And I'm like, I said, listen, if I send any more bread and you don't pay me back today, I'm beating your nigga the fuck up. I said, he's going to have to shoot me. I'm beating him up every time I see him. And I'm not a violent person. Mm-hmm. I'm not a tough guy either. I'm not a fake tough guy either. If I say something, I mean it. Me and her dude he knows who I am. Mm-hmm. And I think he's cool with another family member of mine, but we don't really have any rapport. If he sees me, it's what's up. Maybe a handshake, a quick joke or whatever, but we're not close. I don't care about him. He doesn't care about me. So when I made that threat, I was serious because I'm never going to hit a woman. But to take my anger out, I'm going to beat up your boyfriend. Mm-hmm. So, and that's what I said. And this is when I should have understood it was a red flag. Because when I said that, what? The next message said, ain't nobody scared of you, bitch. And I'm like, she don't even talk like that. But I felt like it was a joke. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, she still don't even joke like that. So then I started getting wary. I'm like, is this her dude messaging me right now, trying to like see if we had some bullshit going on or something? Like no, this is just my friend. I was confused and I'm like, huh? And then after that, it went right back into, I'm just playing where the money at. But I felt like that person, whoever the person was, slipped up. Mm-hmm. So whatever. I'm just like, huh? And then I just thought, I'm like, yo, me and this person don't really ever text or call each other. So then I was like, I think I do have this person's number. So I texted, I said, yo, screenshotted the conversation. Is this you? She said, oh my gosh, Rash, fuck no. And I just looked at the fourth wall.
Predictable.
And was like,
What?
I was so fucking angry. She said, and then she had the nerve to say this next, which she had the nerve to say this next, which set me the fuck off. Now, this person that I thought I was talking to does not respond to messages, whether it's text messages, whether it's Facebook messages, Instagram. She just does not respond. Yeah. Now, she may respond to the people that she feels like she wants to speak to, but I'm not one of them. I will message her and she will respond 12 hours later or a day later. Mm-hmm. And it's like, all right, whatever. I guess I'm just not as close with you as I thought. And she always tries to explain, oh, that's just how I am. I don't like messaging, but whatever. You make time for what you want to make time for. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Suck my dick. She said, why didn't you just text me or call me? I'm like, bitch, you don't ever answer the fucking phone. I almost said that, but I was just like, that's not important right now. I need my money. So I was just like, whatever. I said, all right, well, I sent you some bread first, so send that shit back. She sends it back, of course. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yo, do you know who the fuck, like, what happened? She was like, well, you was talking to me yesterday. That was me. The next day, whatever that I'm seeing, it's not me. I got hacked. And I'm just like, this is amazing. Why you say,
hacked?
Wait. What are you trying to say? You feel like that this person didn't get hacked?
Yeah,
Do you think she ran off with the bread?
I think so.
What makes you come
you said she sent it back, right?
She sent me the initial amount back that I first sent when I said, yo.
So initially that was her saying, yo, can I get this?
No. She never asked for any money. I'm saying the conversation we had prior, the day before, I said I spoke to her, asked her if you was good. Like, yo, I haven't seen her talk to you in a while. Like, how are you? Are you good? She was like, yeah, I'm good, blah, blah, blah. Just been chilling off social media. That was her.
Okay.
She said that was her.
Yeah.
The next day when it said, hey, I need a favor, that wasn't her. It was from her profile, though. So then when I sent, when she asked for the bread, I sent the original money to her Cash App. That's the money that the real person sent back. Like, yo, what the fuck is this conversation that you're talking about? That wasn't me. And then, and that's when everybody was posting her on social media saying, this isn't her.
Okay.
Blah, blah, blah.
All right. That's what I was waiting for. All right.
Yeah. What you thought that my friend played me.
Look, man, I'm just a listener.
No,
I'm just a listener, man.
No. And then if that was the case, I don't think she would have sent the original bread back. I mean, she could have, whatever. The whole point is, if she was trying to bullshit me, I would have went along with what I said I was going to do. I would have went right over to her house and would have said, bitch, where's Grendel at? I would have fucked the Grendel up and I would have took money out of his pocket. Like, literally. Like, and it's no disrespect to him. I don't have any beef with him, but somebody would have had to receive some source of anger. Whatever.
How much?
$253.
53.
Yes. Because I always send a little bit more.
Because of instant.
Right.
This nigga.
So just imagine you just go to the ATM right now. You take out $253 and you just do this. Right out the window while you're driving. You just throw it out the fucking window. That's basically what I did. I was so mad. And then she was like, I really appreciate that you was going to really let me borrow the money, but I would never fucking ask to borrow money from you. And then it just made me think like, yeah, why the fuck would you ask to borrow money from me and not your nigga?
Yeah.
Like, I just felt so fucking stupid. I was so mad. And then she called me dumb and that made me even more mad. And I'm like, bitch, whatever. And it made me even more angry that she said, why the fuck didn't I text her and call her? And then after this whole situation, I told her to call me and this fucking idiot didn't call. Whatever. He's not an idiot. Whatever. I'm calm now. And then whatever. After seeing everybody else say like, yo, she would never do this and this and this. And then she also tried to get somebody else I was close with. Well, the hacker did. And I was just like, this is amazing. But the other person was smart enough to know that that wasn't her. But I wasn't. But yep, $253 down the drain. I called Cash App and said, yo, I got scammed. Help a nigga out. And they was like, okay. They did all these questions asking and everything. And they said, unfortunately, you got to hold that L. I said, what? What? She was like, yeah, there's nothing that we can do. The bread's already sent. Next time, just watch who you sending shit to. And I was like, wow. Fucking amazing. Wow. So I learned two things. One, I need to filter myself on social media a little bit more because there's this app called Not Gonna Lie. And it's anonymous questions. I was asked 40 questions and they were all about eating ass. So I'm going to filter my social media. And number two, when it comes to sending cash apps to people, if it's your friend, it doesn't matter who it is. Make sure they call you first and FaceTime you. Because I asked her. Once the conversation started getting a little weird, I said, I don't even think this is you anymore. Send me a picture of you holding some keys. And she said, I can't right now. And I was just like, bitch, you gonna fry right now. I went so crazy. Even after I got hacked, after she got hacked and she got my bread or whatever, I was in the message going crazy. I said, look, my friend is a cop. I said, we already got your location. We know exactly who you are. I said, I'm sitting right next to the person that you hacked. So we already know you're bullshitting. And then the hacked person said, damn, all right. So I'm thinking she was going to send it back, but she never did. So that lie.
She probably gets that every day. Like, I got the cops right here. She's like, yeah, sure. Click, accept.
Yeah. The crazy thing is the hack person had the nerve to text my friend from a different number and said, yeah, bitch, I hacked you. And I'm like, I don't know. It might have been somebody that she's close with. I don't know.
Damn, that sounds like some internal shit.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But all I know is I'm out of $253. Fuck everybody involved. I'm pissed. And there's really nothing I can do about it. Once I lose over $30, I think about it for like 2 years.
It's over.
Like depending on how I lost it. Like if we made a bet, and it's like, all right, cool. But if I just like slipped and fell and $30 fell in the sewer, I'm gonna think about that for 2 years. So yeah, that's what happened with my scam, man. I don't really have anything else to say.
Goddamn.
We didn't really have too much topics to talk about it in the sense of like the real world, because there really ain't nothing interesting going on, man.
Yeah, it was too late to talk about the verses. It's too late to talk about a couple things. So I feel like this was a good fucking. I like our banter episodes, man. Yeah, they always hit well.
Yeah, I liked it, man. I don't feel like we have anything to recap besides, I mean,
don't ask to help a nigga move unless you have the accoutrements.
That's a fact. And
just be wary of scams. Don't fall for the felt pad liquor cap trick. That's something that to this day, I still kick myself in the ass. Even though I kind of made out better, you know what I mean? I still boot myself in the ass for that. Not because I did it, but because I did it in front of people. You know what I mean? Because I did it in front of niggas, like, and I did it in front of Darren, man.
All I got
this nigga really was just like, Darren, he was he was hyping me. I was like, yeah, hey, nigga, to the right, just picking him, and he was just like, oh, you got it.
Look,
oh shit, my bad.
If you're listening or you're watching, if you really want to know how this went in his situation, there is an episode on Everybody Hates Chris. I do not know which season or which episode it is, but I'm pretty sure if you Google scam busway, that's exactly what happened. You'll get the exact picture.
I ain't never seen that shit before. I don't know what that is, but
oh my gosh,
yo,
now I gotta
you
show
get, if y'all niggas, if I can get Darren, shit, Lord help me.
Nigga.
But ask that nigga, if you see that nigga, ask that nigga what happened, and he'll tell you how I fucking lost 400 easy in a matter of minutes. I mean, it wasn't even 5. I was just so horny to win that money back after a while. I just couldn't win it back because he was cheating. He was cheating. And I just lost 4. And I made that phone call like, nigga, swipe me. Help.
No, that's crazy. That's the funniest part. The fact that you just say, yo, I got robbed, bro. I got robbed. The only scam, I can't really say it's a scam because I feel like you can win. There was this game in the mall where you had to stop the light in the middle. And she was like, yeah. Like every time you got it right and you had to get to a certain level.
Yeah.
So I'm hearing, yeah. Wow, yeah. I'm like, oh. And then when you get to the last one, it was just so hard. Like even if you stopped it in the middle, I swear it would just be like, burp.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It would just move one forward. And when you lost every time, she would be like, oh. I'm like, oh, bitch! Like I wanted to fight.
Was that little block thing that was just like, you had to stop the blocks? Like
I don't think it was blocks. It was lights.
It was lights. Okay.
Yeah. So whatever. Just like you said, the main thing to take away from this recap is be wary of scams. All right, motherfuckers.